Hello everybody and welcome to Organia's Puzzle Box. In this video I would like to present to you my newest Patreon page, my only but new Patreon page. I have just launched it, and in order to basically give it a kickstart, I have uploaded my Unreal Engine project, which you will be able to download if you subscribe to the tier 2 or tier 3 of my Patreon page. It's not going to cost you more than buying me a coffee. You basically get access to a lot of meshes and a lot of a whole project where you can play around. This is meant for Unreal Engine 5. Most of the assets are actually optimized for Unreal Engine 5. That means that they're using Nanite. They're not using Nanite because the geometry is not optimized or anything like that. They're using Nanite because they are structures who have a lot of height and a lot of information in them, geometric shape information in them. The idea behind this project was to push my knowledge to the limits of what I know about Unreal Engine and create my own foliage, create my own cliffs, rocks, structures. I've created decals to be able to ground those structures further into the environment. I've created water puddles and water effects as well, again in a stylized look. I have added volumetric fog, I've added particles for flying dandelions and fireflies, and all these things are available in the project. You can use them for yourself. You can also learn how they've been made because they're very basic in terms of how they've been set up. There are no blueprints or anything like that would just make things a lot more complicated. So this project is very user friendly. There's a Moss Buildup shader within the materials for most of my assets. This is so that it grounds them more into reality. So all the structures, although they may look like they have a repeating sort of pattern on the brickwork, although I've done all I could to make sure repetition isn't as visible, although it's just one material for most of the structures on the project. I am using this Moss Buildup to give it more variation so it doesn't look the same and you actually feel like this world is, every quarter of it isn't resembling the what you saw previously. So I've got a demo that's going to roll out after this, after I stop talking. A demo that shows most of the map and what you can find in it. There's also a big tree structure, like a stump-like structure in there, which is using UDIMs, about 15 UDIM textures. I know this sounds massive, but it was something that I've been toying around with. It's a very interesting mesh because it's very detailed. It's got a lot of geometry in it because, as I said, it's a massive mesh. But yeah, you can explore it. It's like a full structure within. It's got quite some nice effects in there, and I believe you will enjoy it. I think the entire project, as I said, is about 30 gigabytes to download, and that's because of all the textures that are within it and also all the meshes. There's collisions, complex collisions on some of the structures because, again, you'd want to explore them to be able to walk inside of them and so on. So it's got all of that done already. I think overall it's a very interesting thing to get, and it's very cheap, and it comes with around 70 plus meshes in total with the foliage included. I am planning on releasing the foliage separately, and again that will be available to whoever subscribes to Patreon as well. That's not going to be a different paywall or anything like that. The project will go on the Unreal Engine marketplace the moment Unreal Engine actually releases Unreal Engine 5. That's when Epic will allow for Nanite meshes to actually be posted. This project was built around being used with Lumen, so that's where you actually get the most out of it. If you use it on Unreal Engine 4, although I would not recommend it, I don't think the project will even open because of the Nanite meshes. But if you would want to use it in there, again, just bear in mind that this was set up to work as best as it possibly can with the Lumen approach. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's watch the demo, and yeah, let me know what you think. I mean, I can, I've got my full support, and you let me know what I can do to improve this content. Thank you.